Page 85, activity 5.2. Have you all opened page 85?
Yes, teacher.
The rest?
Yes.
Shilawin Abdullah Nasser?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Mayor?
Yes, teacher.
Mayor, did you open the book?
Teacher, كنت نجيبه.
Okay. Okay. For years, Acme Oil Company had been dumping waste products in the sea of the east coast of the country. The government did not try to stop them because it was afraid the company might decide to pull out of the country altogether. This would lose the country jobs, investments, and exports. The company argued that the dumping was far out at sea, and harmed no one. It was the cheapest method of getting rid of the waste. Low cost helped the firm to keep down prices to consumers. Environmental pressure groups had taken some action, but it was ineffective. Then one day, thousands of dead fish and seabirds started to be washed up on the east coast. After examination, it was found out that they contained dangerous levels of oil-based poisons. Acme Oil denied all responsibility and blamed a recent oil spill from a rival tanker. Environmental groups started to blockade Acme's petrol filling stations. They gained great support from the public. Acme sales fell, but they refused to change their policy. Foreign news reporters were following this story closely. The chief executive was then suddenly replaced, and a press conference was announced for the following week. Perhaps the company was about to change its environmental policy after all. So the question number one, was the government right not to intervene in the dumping of these waste products? If yes or no, explain your answer. So let's start with
Teacher, what does mean intervene?
intervene to it means like they just block or stop or kind of it's like interaction, something like that. Let me just find the closest meaning. A second. Yeah, it's like interacting with them, having an interaction, something like that. العربي يتدخل.
Teacher,
Yes.
why the government did not try to stop them?
What?
Why did the government did not try to stop them?
You see, at the beginning, you say here, they said the government didn't talk to them. Why? Because they were afraid that they would lose the country jobs. So if they just go and kind of produce the petrol somewhere else, the people in the same country will lose the jobs, and there is no much investment anymore. And there wouldn't be any exports from the country. So that's why the government was afraid. So was the government right to not intervene in the dumping of these products? So you can have both answers, both views, and you let me know why. Who says yes? Who says the government was right? Just tell me yes or no.
No, teacher, because thousands of fish.
Just wait, Afsan. So far, no. The rest? Was the government right? Abdullah, was the government right? Abdullah? Abdullah? Absence? Mayar? Mayar?
teacher مرة.
Was the government right?
شلون؟
في السؤال الأول بس جاوبني بيس or no. هل الجوفرمنت كانت right؟
Yes.
إن هم yes إن هم منعوا إن هم ما منعوا الكومباني. They are right. You consider them right. Right?
شلون يعني ممكن؟
السؤال بيقول إنه هل كانت الحكومة right يعني محقة في إنها ما منعت الشركة من إنها بترمي ال waste products؟
لا هو لازم إنه لا ما
بس لا
لازم.
يعني yes or no. Yes or no.
No.
Okay. سلاوي.
Yeah.
So you consider it yes. You consider it yes?
No, it's not right.
Okay. Dima?
No. What do you mean?
Yeah, I was just no. Yes or no?
No.
Okay. So this question has 2 points. Okay. It depends on the, and I told you before in the other external ways of protecting businesses that we have the laws passed and we have the financial penalties and all that. Okay. So the government wasn't right and it was right in the same time. So from the perspective of having jobs for country people, for investments, for exports to the economic level, the government is right, okay, for making such decision. But morally and environmentally, they are wrong because they have caused the death of many fish and sea, and that also is a business itself. When we cause a death of fish and birds, that's another business we're holding, for example, the marine business. So they kind of affected those companies.
And also,
So-
teacher, the fishermen will lose their job.
Yes, they would be losing their jobs because all of the fish that they get out of the sea are just dead, or they're not, they're poisoned. And even the people eating fish from that river, for example, it would be just causing them to get poison or get diseases. And because of the poisons that is happening inside, because as you can see, they said here that when they kind of took it to the lab, the fish and oil, they found out that they had like they contain dangerous levels of oil-based poisons. So just imagine if those people has kind of, did fishing and they brought the fish and they cooked it and they ate, they would have gotten poisoned. Okay. So if we just compare it, if the question was in the comparisons of economic level, we would say that the company is right, but saying it in the environment level, it's not, it's totally not right. All right.
And it will cost them more than like they.
Yeah, now it will cost them. Now it
Yeah.
costs them their image, their money to kind of pay back penalties for the government, to pay for other businesses that was affected and so on. Question number 2, why was Acme Oil so reluctant to change its dumping policy after the fish and birds were washed ashore?
Teacher, here they mean why like it doesn't change its policy.
Yeah, they're saying why the Acme Oil was so reluctant. It means like they're reluctant means like they're so pissed and kind of steady that they don't want to change their mind. So reluctant to change its dumping policy after the fish and birds were washed ashore. What was the reason? Why were they so reluctant?
Can I answer?
Yes.
Maybe because it was the cheapest method of getting rid of the waste.
Yes, and also the other it is the cheapest. And number 2 is who can tell me number 2?
Teacher, can I answer?
Hmm. Yes.
Because they blamed it on the of the rivals tanker. So now if they change their policy right after, the people are
Excellent.
gonna know that it was from them.
Yes, so excellent. So both we said it because it's cheapest. Second is that the main reason is that they're in a denial because they say it's not from ours, it's from our rivals tankers, and that usually they think that if they kind of admit it's theirs, they will fall into penalties and their image will be ruined. Okay. So define the term pressure group. Who can define pressure group? Abdullah? Okay, since Abdullah is not here. Oh, he's not even here. He just left. Okay. So, Dima, can you answer? Define the term pressure group. Dima,
Activity is like to change the business action.
can you start all over again? Your voice was lagging. Again? What is a pressure group?
Uh,
Open page 82.
pressure group, it's like organization.
First, you have to say pressure group. It is formed of people. Okay, we don't know. They're people or animals. Okay, you have to tell me first. There are people. And then those people, what do? They share a common interest or an action or a cause. Okay, they have it in their mind. And then what happens is that they take action to try to force and make over pressure for government policies or business decisions to be changed. All right, that's the proper definition for the term pressure group.
And teacher, do they come from the government or from where?
No, they're just group of individuals.
To announce.
It's like first we for example, first we are organization for environment, okay? And then we like gardening and we love leaves and plants and seas and animals and we love everything. And we are having an organization and then suddenly we see a decision that is affecting the cause that we love. So we just kind of communicate between us as a group with people in social media and for example with other organization that has the same love for environment like us. So we gain strength together, we join together and we cause a pressure group. Okay, it's like people, they share common interest. So they're a group of people, they share the common interest, they decide to cause a huge pressure on governments or businesses to change their plan, whether their decision making or what they're doing already. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So the last question here is that would you advise Acme Oil to announce a change in its dumping policy at the press conference? Give reasons for your answers. Tell me reasons. Would you advise to announce a change in its dumping policy at the press conference?
Yeah.
Okay, what else? For yeah and no, you tell me your views. Who said yeah?
I
Me.
said,
Both of you. Okay. So you tell me your opinion. Why would you advise?
can I answer?
Yes.
Because if they did not, then the reporters might expose the story and it might become a worldwide story. And the image of the company is gonna be ruined and it's gonna probably make the company lose so much money and it's gonna happen. So many things is gonna happen, and they might go to court because they blamed it on the other company and it was on them. So because if they did not and they kept just going the same way, then things is just gonna get worse for them.
All right. So it's better for them to announce a change in the dumping policy at the press conference.
Yes,
Okay.
teacher, and with this, like, they can encourage people to buy from them or to like deal with them.
For being honest and
Yeah.
and caring for the environment. Yeah, right. Okay. ميار انت معنا فاهم؟ معنا ميار؟
ايه تيشر موجود.
فاهم اللي بشرحناه الآن؟
تقريبا يعني.
طيب هنا أغلب الشرح هنا وأغلب الأسئلة عرفنا البريشر جروب. في السؤال الثاني why was Acme so reluctant؟ ليش كانوا هم مصرين على إن هم ما يغيروا رأيهم؟ تمام؟ فإحنا قلنا السببين. السبب الأول إيش كان يا أسامة؟ because it's the cheapest method. كانت هي أرخص طريقة في إن هم يرموا الويست برودكتس برا الشركة. نقطة رقم 2 هم رافضين فكرة إن هي مسؤوليتهم وإن هذه بسبب الرايفل اللي هم الشركات الثانية اللي بتصنع نفس المحتوى، فهم السبب، فهم بيقولوا إنه هم السبب، فلذلك هم رافضين إن هم يغيروا الدمبينج policy. بعدين السؤال هنا الأخير فبيقول would you advise، هل بتنصح الشركة إنه to announce a change حتى إن هم يعلنوا في تغيير في طريقة رمي المخلفات في الكونفرنس؟ طبعا هذا في حالة لأنه هم وصلوا إلى مرحلة إنه هم تم تغيير الشيف اكسكيوتيف، تمام، وحصل في نيو ريبورترز وفي كوست كبيرة للناس، فأصبح في تأثير لازم يتغير. أوكي، فهذه كانت
تمام
البزنس
واضح.
كيس حق اليوم. That's how decisions usually been taken. Some people would say this in the question number D. They will say no. Okay, some people will be like, would you advise Acme Oil to announce a change? Some companies, for their image, they will change the dumping policy. Okay, but they won't be announcing that so that they don't indicate that it's their fault in the same place. Okay, so it can hold two answers, and it's just your advice. Yes, Mohammed.
Teacher, on the point of San said about like being honest, like coming out clean to the people, like yeah we did it and blah blah blah. They can't do that because if they did, people aren't gonna be like, oh, they're nice, they're being honest to us. But because like they already lied and they said they blamed it on the other company, and if they come out clean right now, people are gonna make it worse, not just being nice to them and they're not honest, you know.
Yes, and if they kind of pull outside an investigation by the government, that would just be causing them to see out. Actually, you know, when they formed a chief executive and then suddenly been replaced, and then there is a press conference, they want to make a check. They would just want to make an investigation around that, and they will have to investigate with the new executive. So yeah, they have to. The idea here, there is no plans on changing. So the question mostly says, would they, like, you know, the conference will bring the chief executive, and then they will investigate upon the dumping and everything. So they're suggesting that while all that is happening, the chief executive be ready to announce a change, so that the conference press won't be having that much of an effect and kind of reasoning for the company. So is the business case study understood?
Yeah.
Everything is clear? You wrote everything?
Yeah.
All right, if that's it, that's our class for today. I hope you enjoy your weekend, and I see you guys next week. Any questions?
Thank you, teacher.
No, teacher, thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome, my dear.
right,
Bye-bye.
thank
Enjoy
you.
the rest of
Bye
your day.
bye. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Ma'am, barak, teacher.
علينا وعليكم
السلام عليكم.
ماما. تمام، بارك.